Hey, what's going on today? I am stoked today. I just spent an hour and a half making 6 ads with the tool I'm going to talk to you about in today's video called Seedance 2.0, which are videos, in all honesty, I probably could have created before, but I would have got sidetracked because it would have taken a lot of work. So if you haven't heard of Seedance here, I'm going to show you how to use it today in Replicate. We're going to create a little ad here from beginning to end. I've got an idea that I want to produce. Haven't produced it yet. Have nothing planned yet. It's just kind of a framework, so we're going to do it live. But here's the thing. Seedance is the newest video generative model from ByteDance, which is so many dances, right? Who is the creator of TikTok, okay? Why should you give a crap about this? Because maybe you've seen like HeyGen has had a lot of promotion about this. ElevenLabs has had a lot of promotion about this. Agent Opus, Higgsfield have had a lot of promotion about this. I'm going to explain to you in this video why you need to pay attention to this, because if you don't, your competitors are going to produce more social content, more ads, whatever, than you are, hands down, right? And the quality on this is top notch, and it takes what is normally a several step workflow for me, usually with like writing a script, ElevenLabs, HeyGen, syncing some stuff, creating some B-roll maybe, whatever it might be, and does it all right here, okay? So Seedance is a video generation model. It generates video, it generates audio, as well as spoken words, like a soundtrack or like a voiceover, if need be, audio, background music, and it's totally promptable for how you want someone to move. So what does this mean? Well, can I just make talking avatars over at HeyGen? You can, but it's just their face that really moves with very subtle little movements. This is the first time that I've been creating stuff where I kind of like, I know it's AI, but I don't know that other people will. Not saying that's a good thing. Well, I mean, it is a good thing, I guess, from a standpoint if you're trying to make convincing social media content and ads, but at the same time, I'm not suggesting that. You get my point, right? So I digress. So I'm going to show you how I use this in Replicate. I'm going to be building out a framework ASAP for how I can produce more of this stuff at scale, because I've got the tools and the systems in place to create dozens, if not hundreds of these videos. I'm going to show you how we do today at scale. And it's not with using Higgsfield or Agent Opus or any of these other tools. I like to use the APIs because I have more control, and then I can create my own agents that produce stuff with a Slack message and then goes and makes it. So here's what we're going to get into. First off, it's not done yet, but I'm going to record a more in-depth tutorial on how to use this, and there's going to be a link in the description underneath this. That will go to my email list. Just being totally transparent, you'll be added to my list. You're going to get my emails. I send out emails when I do new tutorials. I send out behind-the-scenes stuff that I don't share on YouTube. So if you're into this AI generative stuff, get on that list, because it's where I'm going to show you how to do all the things we're doing behind the scenes before I post it on YouTube, okay? But I digress. What we're going to make here is I've got a little roofing funnel that we're trying to run in the States in a couple different cities with a tool we built that scans the roof, figures out square footage, and gives you an estimate on how much your roof could cost to replace. And it's just a quick test we're doing right now. I recorded some ads for it, like me personally. I'm actually in, if you can see this here, this is one running in Lubbock, Texas. It's me in the ad, right? No AI. But I got an idea. I'm going to use it as a tutorial here to show you what kind of stuff we can do. So I'm in Seedance 2.0. A couple little things you can do with this that are cool. Okay, you've got a 15-second maximum duration, right? I don't know if this works in other areas, but with me, if I put in what's called -1, what's going to happen is it will decide on the duration that it should be, okay? You have 3 different types of reference files you can give Seedance 2.0. You can give it reference images, right? You can give it reference videos. Why would you give it a video? Let's say that you wanted somebody in a video to make a certain movement or to copy a certain movement and copy something else or similar to. You can use video references for how it looks and how the movement looks or how the action looks or whatever it might be. So you're giving it first hand, I want it to look like this, right? And then you can give it reference audio files. Now, I have successfully, here's a couple things that I can't seem to get to work on this. They're very protective over this, and I learned this through HeyGen and playing with this right now. Who's protective? I mean, ByteDance is protective on how they allow you to generate speaking content. So for instance, my workflow I usually use in HeyGen is I create a visual of someone I want to be my avatar. I upload it, and then I put it with a voiceover and I mix it and it pumps it out, right? You can't do that with Seedance. They won't let you take likeliness of a person, match it with a voiceover and do it. You can prompt it. I'm going to show you how we can do this here to create a voiceover, but you can't do the other thing. You can't give it the image, give it the voiceover. You can, however, with an animated mascot, because I did this in depth yesterday. I had to take a sneeze break there, sorry, so a little break in my video. So let me back up here. So you can't make it do what HeyGen does, but with an animated character, like I said, you can upload, say, an animated person or an animated face or an animated item and then put a voiceover with it, and you can say sync the lips or the mouth to the voiceover. That works. What we're going to do here is a little bit different, and I think this is probably the best way that most of us can use this right now. Reason being is because we'll be able to produce things at scale and test so much faster with fewer steps in between starting to finishing an idea, and it's great. So here's the idea we're going to produce here. We're going to use Seedance 2.0. We're going to use it at replicate.com. I've talked about this a lot. I'm not an affiliate or anything for this. This is just where I choose. I don't even know if they have an affiliate program. I never even looked. If they do, I'll let you know sometime because I'm promoting the crap out of them the last little while. But the idea is we're going to voice prompt it, and we're going to do a two-step ad. So the idea here is we're helping people connect with what their roof could cost to replace. So on the front end, we're going to have a homeowner that's concerned with the roof, wondering what the heck it could cost. And then the back end of the ad, we're going to have basically a contractor speaking to them, being like, you can use this tool to basically measure your roof, type in your address, figure out what it could cost to replace your roof this year. Okay, so we're going to create two different clips with Seedance, and then I'll smush them together later. Any one of them can really do that with CapCut or whatever tool you're using, but it's the how we build the two pieces here that's most important. So let's get started. I'm not going to start with any images, any voiceover, anything like that. I'm going to set this to 9:16. Generate audio. Yes, I'm going to ask it to generate some audio. I'm actually going to go -1 here because I wanted to create it at the duration it feels is best. And then, okay, so we're going to voice prompt this. Here's my idea of what I'm going to have here. And I don't know if this is going to work out, so I'm on the fly. Again, we're just seeing how this works. So a shot that starts over top of an average home in a suburban Texas neighborhood. It's looking down almost like a drone shot that is coming in down towards the roof. And what you see is an asphalt roof, and as the drone gets closer, you start to see some damage to the shingles. Then it quickly cuts to another shot where you can see damage from hailstorms and wind and things like this that have happened on the shingles. So there's been damage, and there's a voiceover during all of this that says, okay, pause this. Here's the thing. Now, when you want to get the video to say something, either a spoken word or lip sync of a character or something, you put it in quotes. So what I'm going to say, I don't even know what I'm going to say yet. Let's just think about this. From down below, your roof might look fine. There isn't any signs of leaks in the house, but we never know when the next storm could cause problems in our attic and in our home. Getting your roof replaced in 2026 is easier than you think. Okay, we're going to start there. Again, not my best script necessarily. The shot then fades from the top of the roof down to a man of about 50 years old wearing a plaid shirt and jeans in front of that house, looking up at the roof, scratching his chin, almost like he's asking a question, wondering, what kind of shape is my roof in up there? Okay, so that's kind of the start. I'm going to change this prompt a little bit. I always worry about I'm going to accidentally delete these when I'm typing them. So let's see here. From down below, I'm going to pause for 1 sec while I read this. Okay, I made a slight change and zoom in a little bit here. I made a slight change to my script here. So from down below, your roof might look fine. There aren't any signs of leaks in the house, but we never know when the next storm could cause problems in our attic or in our home. If your roof's older than 15 years or you're concerned about damage, now might be the time to start thinking about roof replacement. I'm going to leave that as is, just like that. And then the second shot, I'm going to pick up right where this was off. Now, I'm going to press go here. I'm going to press run. So I'm 9:16. We'll make sure. Did I say that? 9:16, that's vertical. Yeah, I've got -1 for, you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm actually going to make this 15 seconds long, and I'll explain why after I make it. I'm going to press run here. Sometimes what happens, and I've done probably like 30 or 40 of these so far, is when you give it a script, it's not going to cut your script off. It's going to say all the things you put in air quotes, not air quotes, in quotes. The issue is that if there's a lot there, the person that's saying it is going to speak bloody fast. Now, I've got a little bit of a workaround on that I'm practicing. Another reason you'll want to put your email in at the landing page that's in the description below, because I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do this yet for the tutorial, but I'm figuring out how we can slow it down and things like this to make it work better. So I'll be sharing that in there. But I think there's a way we can take these faster Seedance clips and slow them down so that we can put more in there, and we can maybe even prompt the tool to say, like, okay, the person's walking really fast, or the movement of the video is really quick, so that if we slow it down, then it kind of looks normal, quote unquote. So that's a big thing to think about. But another issue we've got here, again, these are like not really big issues when you see what this thing's able to produce, or what I hope will produce here in a second. I haven't done this yet, obviously. But another key thing that is possible is we can't duplicate the voice, really. So whatever voice comes in this video, I can't carry that to the next video, unless I was to use a separate voiceover, which I could have done here, but for the purpose of this, I just want to show you how easily this is an all-in-one tool and is able to do something, okay? So let's hop over now. We're going to go Seedance 2.0. I'm going to create a new tab. I'm going to start a new instance of this. Now, my next one is going to be the roofing guy. So this video is also probably going to be 15 seconds long. I'm going to make it 9:16 again, right? I'm not going to put in any references or anything like this. And I'm going to have a guy standing in front of a house. Actually, I'm going to have a guy in front of a roofing job being done. That's what I'm going to do, right? So a middle-aged man wearing jeans and a tidy plaid shirt, he's a roofing contractor, is standing in front of a home on the front lawn being recorded. He's quite close up and cropped in. In behind, you can see, but slightly out of focus, a couple of his employees working on the roof in behind him on the home. He's looking directly into camera, and almost like a commercial for his business, he says, I always pop with he says, and then I say, what was that? What did I finish on that last script? I forget already. That's a cling shot I made. Pretty cool. That's cling 2.5, same thing. It's a sunset or a sunrise happening, time lapse, right? What did I say here? Okay, where did I end? Replacement. I'm coming over here to remember where I ended. What kind of shape is my roof in up there? Is the question. Okay, roof replacement. 15. Time to think about roof replacement. Okay, so it in a roof replacement. The first thing most homeowners ask me is, how much is it going to cost? And that's a question everyone wants to know right up front. We've built a simple tool where you can enter your address, the square footage of your home, and we'll use technology to determine what... that's not what I want to say, but that is kind of the idea. We're going to ramp this. You're listening to it live. How much will it cost? That's the question I get almost every time someone needs a roof replacement. To help you get access to that information, we've built a free tool where you enter your address, scan your roof and the square footage, and based on today's labor and material costs, we'll give you a rough estimate right away. Click the link underneath this video, fill in your address, and get your estimate for what it would cost to replace your roof right away. That's the kind of idea I want here, but it's a lot, so I'm going to edit that up. I'm just going to pause while I edit this text. Okay, I tightened this up just a little bit because it was too many words. How much will it cost? That's the question I get from every homeowner. We built a free tool where you enter your address, scan your roof, and enter the square footage yourself to get a price estimate right away. Click the button under this video, fill in your address, and get your estimate for what it would cost to replace your roof today. There we go. I think that's all we really need, right? I'm not going to get too complicated because I want to show you just how powerful this really can be. And maybe I'll look silly when I do it, but let's find out. So I've got -1 there. I put this to 15 seconds plus run. Now the other one finished. You want to see something that's cool? Okay, now keep in mind what we said here. So the idea was to have like a drone shot, right? Coming over top of the home, showing some damage up top, right? And then the homeowner scratching his chin down below. So let's take a look.
From down below, your roof might look fine. There aren't any signs of leaks.
I'm not sure if you can hear this. I apologize. I always forget if Loom can record this. So I'll post a link in the description with the finished video when we're done, or at least this clip.
In the house, but we never know when the next storm could cause problems in our attic and in our home. If your roof's older than 15 years, or you're concerned about damage, now might be the time to think about roof replacement. From down below...
Like, how freaking cool is that, right? That took like 2 minutes to generate, maybe? And like it followed what I asked for, right? The drone style shot coming in, it cut to the other bit where the roof, right? Right here, which showing roof damage up close. And then the guy, right? Looking up, should I do it? Oh man, this is crazy. All right, I'm gonna pause just while this one generates so I'm not just rambling, and then we'll see how they both match up. All right, we now have part 2 ready to go. Let's check this out, okay? This is our guy talking. This would be like the representative, right?
How much will it cost? That's the question I get from every homeowner.
Up top, right?
We built a free tool where you enter your address, scan your roof, and enter the square footage yourself to get a price estimate right away. Click the button under this video, fill in your address, and get your estimate for what it would cost to replace your roof right away. How much will it cost?
Pretty solid, right? So literally, what am I going to do with these? So I'm going to go like, I'm going to take them down. I'm going to go open up a new CapCut project. I'm going to drag these both in from Replicate. Okay, I'm going to start with the roof. That. Start with this. We got like a 30-second ad here now. Great for. Now I'm building this for YouTube, but it could work anywhere,
From
right?
down below, your roof might look fine. There aren't any signs of leaks in the house, but we never know when the next storm could cause problems in our attic and in our home. If your roof's older than 15 years, or you're concerned about damage, now might be the time to think about roof replacement.
How much will it cost? That's the question I get.
Now, here's one hiccup I've got here, and I'm learning as I go here. This has got a nice audio track in the background.
How much will it cost?
Think about roof replacement.
How much will it cost? That's the question I...
So I'm not going to have the audio perfectly banged up against that, but I could probably create like an audio track, or I could go back and say, create this with no background music, and then we could put the... And I might actually do that.
Think about roof replacement.
How...
And then I might actually say, let it play it. Well, that's 15 seconds, so I can't make it go longer. But I could slow it down a little bit, or this last, because it's a little sharp transition. But it's pretty good, right? And then I could even... I created like a background audio in ElevenLabs earlier of like a little park sound. Like urban like this.
How much will it cost?
Can drag that down.
That's the question I get.
So that's like birds and kids playing and a little bit of traffic, so it creates the element.
And enter the square footage yourself to get a price.
But that's it, right? So I mean, here's the thing: I don't know any tool right now that will do that quick with this quality with that type of control, right? Yes, I'm not in disagreement. There's other ways to do this, but what I'm saying is right now with the tools we've got available and for the cost, I'm pretty sure like if we go look at what that cost. $5, right? There they are. You can see I've been making a bunch of these. $2.55 for the first one, $2.55 for the second one. So $5.10 to make that, right? First off, let's think back to like 3 or 4 years ago when I know for me, I was spending thousands of dollars on Fiverr every month, right? Then we started to get avatars like ARC ads when it first came out. Then when we discovered HeyGen, you know, that kind of was interesting and would work. But now, for $5.10, I built those 2 clips and smashed them together and made an ad, and I have no friction or no anything with it. I'm telling you, this is crazy. So look, I have not shared all our different workflows here on YouTube, and I am going to continue to share more stuff. I haven't even gotten into like how we build landing pages, how we build AI-driven tools, how we host them for free on Cloudflare, how we've gotten rid of all our landing page tools like Unbounce and, you know, ElevenLabs and ClickFunnels and all these other things. We're able to do all this from here. The easiness of being able to make really fast-loading HTML pages for forms, for lead gen, or for your own opt-in offers and things like this. There's so much to share, but this right here, this is pretty cool. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gave you some ideas into what you can do with this technology. I would check out Seedance 2.0 if you've got access to it wherever you're at. I use Replicate. I know ArcAds has got it, I'm pretty sure. Higgsfield, Agent Opus, HeyGen, Hedra's probably got it. Most of these generative tools have got it. Keep in mind, all these other tools are just using an API that goes to them and they send it back. So once you get good at this, find the cheapest place to use it. That's why I use Replicate. There might be cheaper, but for me, when I'm playing with it like this in a sandbox environment, like with a playground form field, it's the fastest way. As soon as I get it working really well here, I take it to my agentic process where I get Claude to build Like, here's where my head's at with this, just for clarification. I foresee probably by tomorrow or Friday, I'll be able to create a full list of ads that I want to try, or short form content pieces I want to try, who I want in the ad, when I want them to wear, where I want them to be, and what I want them to say. I'll be able to put that into a CSV file and press go or trigger it from a Slack message to one of our agents that'll then slowly send that prompt through JSON to the API for Seedance over here at Replicate, produce that, grab it, bring it back, put it in a Google Drive folder for me, then go to the next one, right? If I want to do 10 of them, 20 of them, 100 of them, whatever, I'll be able to do that. Will it cost money? Like, will it cost me $255 to create 100 of these that are 15 seconds long? Yeah. But will I find a winning ad out of 100 of those? Yeah, right? As long as it's not complete BS, obviously. So, exciting times. Click the link in this description below. Toss your email in so that you make sure you get all the updates I've got coming, but also when I get this case study done, I'll send it right out to you. I know most people have lead magnets and crap like that done right away. That's just not me. I'm sharing on the fly here as we get it done, all right? So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.